All right,
Back.
we're back. Push Core Gaming.
Score gaming.
Welcome back to
Doki Literature Club.
the game about sexy lesbians hooking up. All right,
Or as we think, we don't
Dustin
know
wants to
exactly
do
yet.
Yuri's poem first. What do you guys
we gotta
think?
make sure she thinks we're her girlfriend. So,
Ah, crap! I got to read.
Yuri seems most experienced, so I should start with her.
totes,
I can trust her opinion to be fair.
definitely.
No, we cannot.
And I want to read to my girlfriend first. Dot dot dot.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
I want to hear what the poem is. Exceptional.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Mm.
Ooh,
Did I
sexy.
say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
And then like uncovers. Mike, that's you, bro.
Oh, it says I?
Yeah, it says I.
I didn't know that was just like dot, 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 exclamation mark.
It's like Spanish. It's like Spanish with like an upside down exclamation point in the game.
Can you read that one?
Ooh. He's going to hate me.
Who's he?
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Look at that look. She's like sexually undressing me with her eyes, with her eye nipples.
I guess you're right. What am I getting too so nervous for?
Yeah.
Yuri takes a breath.
So,
I've never thithered before.
what kind of writing experience do you have?
This is the first thing I've ever written.
You're used to imagery and metaphors. Metformins indicates your writing is a lot of poetry before.
Really?
Really?
It's my first time. Is it your first time? Thither?
Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you.
Ooh.
Huge.
You want something
This
else
is
huge
actually
coming
my
from
first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again.
Me? Dot dot dot.
The poem.
Well, I know that. I mean,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the other words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Thoreau.
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was unable to tell. It's just that there's a lot of specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think most noticeably thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very, very
Deligible.
dozable. Yeah.
Did your do?
In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together.
They fit them in each other.
In the end, the result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
What a bitch.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. That's because she's talking about sex. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Is it really what she's talking about?
If you read it,
Of course,
makes sense.
that's not something you can you can be blamed for. There's also many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even in a simple poem. You're just finding them building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all across with
Trying new
practice
things.
and learning by example and trying new things.
Ooh.
It also help. It's also.
I also hope.
I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki, can you be a little bit biased though?
Bison.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind.
She only likes them
I
big.
should be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if there's a rare opportunity for her,
So rare.
which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
I slowly stroked the
Here we
foreskin
go,
of
the
her
poem.
vagina.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
What the fuck?
Weird.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Yes, you do.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I usually think your handwriting is pretty.
Why? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
So descriptive.
It wasn't too short.
No.
It's usually write longer poems. I
Totally.
usually write.
All the time.
Not at all.
I am really glad you liked it.
Yay.
I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Snark.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did. Only glance over it once, after all. But remember, that what's it?
Poets only express their thoughts.
That poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject is more poem is only being symbolized
compared to a ghost.
compared to a ghost. Latrine, in her last remain place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh?
Hey, it's nothing really. You're just impressed too, so.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Man, look at that look. She just wants that vagina.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Snark.
Snurk.
Ah, me too.
Yay. Who should read it next?
Who should I read next?
The boss.
Here you go, Dust.
Hey, Snark, what's up? You having some good times?
Yeah.
That's good to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for clubs like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. But don't be afraid to bring them up.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyways, hey, do you want to share like pump totally?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
No. Don't worry, Snark. I mean, we're all a little bad stage now. But that's the only barrier that we all learn to get past soon. You know.
Yeah, that's true. I had Monica in my poem.
Wow. That's a great job, Snark. I mean, I was going on in my head while I was reading it. I mean, it's really metaphorical. I mean, I'm not sure why, but I expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That is why I always count when I put some effort in.
Oh! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I mean, writing that's full of imaginary and symbolic, and unlike Sayori, who uses simple direct and just stupid crap. Yeah. Yuri likes it when readers are left to revive whatever. It's very challenged to write like that effectively, but allowing both to get whatever, or letting them deeply analyze the nuances. Oh my god, I'm getting boring to listen
Come
to.
on, dude. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry about it so much. Do what you do, girl.
I'm a boy.
And just try to keep exploring yourself,
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Maybe with Yuri. That's the best way to kind of find your style. Everything else is a little bit more biased, but you know what to do. Anyways, whatever. So don't force yourself. It's like not likely you have to worry about being impressed. Anyways, I keep saying the same thing over and over again. Just read
You sound
my
pretty
poem.
confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Oh, I'm the best. That doesn't sound mean or anything or narcissistic.
I see. Well, then let's read it.
All right, good.
Hole in the wall. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. A reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Are we talking about vagina?
Yeah, I have no idea what we're talking about at this point.
So what do you think?
It's very free form. It's that, what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for your feedback.
It's about the vagina, bitch. My vagina, and how I want you to get deep in it. And that's a lot of the poems I write. Putting emphasis on the pussy.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
I put it up on a pot, but I put it on a pedestal, I put the pussy on a pedestal. And then I just put that on paper.
An epiphany?
Girl, I was in the bathroom. I just pulled my pants down for this one. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. You get like putting the pussy on a pedestal. You gotta be careful about that. Anyways, another way to think about it is this. If you put a pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand around, go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
I think she
Monica
was
out.
talking about playing with your vagina.
Yeah, no schlit. Okay, who's next? I'll let you talk a lot, Ken. You're
Okay.
nut sucky.
Hey. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't even evoke my many emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Hey, ass. Ugh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see.
Dude, listen to the music.
Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Hey,
Eagles can fly.
monkeys can climb, crickets can leap,
And
horses can race,
but
owls can seek,
and
cheetahs
cheetahs
can
can
run,
run.
eagles can fly, and people can try,
But that's about it.
Yay!
Good enough. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What?
Horrible.
Just be
It
honest.
wasn't bad.
Just be honest.
It was more obvious.
I
than this,
am.
I guess.
Why are you so convinced that I would like it? Well, Because
You're sounding smart.
everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves?
She's right.
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I'm not merging the voices. I like when it's easy to read, but it's hard. Hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understood. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
Yeah.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
Yeah, bitch.
That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Suzuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
The last comment.
All right, we're done with this episode.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the goofiness.
Yeah.
We will come back with more goofiness. And we'll catch you guys later.
Peace easy. Peace.
All right, guys. I think I've had enough of this game for now. I think I need to.